No, we're just making one drastic mistake here after another. And
Yeah.
I don't know that it can be reversed. Smacks of all kinds of things.
Yeah.
It's uncomfortable here now. And the street is dying here.
I know. Oh, it's awful. I mean, oh my God, that furniture store down at Martin's empty again.
It's empty again, but there's still stuff inside of it.
Oh yeah, well they just, they're trying to cut their losses, right?
Well, no, I think they just they closed it and they foreclosed it, and so they have to have insurance people come in and repossess what's actually still left in there.
Which store is this?
That was where the rustic pear used to be.
Yeah, and then the Willow Creek or whatever.
It was all beiges and browns and... Who puts beige and brown in their living room anymore?
Well,
my mother.
Oh, okay. Don't put that on your blog.
Oh, my mother never watches my blog.
Okay,
good. Man. Yeah, no, it's sad, but I keep wondering if things get bad enough that it might actually just be forced to reverse itself just because people can't afford to spend $10 a gallon on gas, and they might just end up reverting.
That will happen, but it'll happen as a process. Everything is going to unwind.
Mm-hmm.
We'll be paying $1.50 for a liter for gas by the fall, by late summer. And it makes no sense to be building these huge homes everywhere, spreading out over arid, good land that should be used. For instance, if we have to support ourselves.
Mm-hmm.
Canada is developing the wrong way. The old jingle, Ontario, old place to grow. Well, we've grown to the point where we may be killing ourselves.
Yep.
So but money talks.
Mm-hmm.
Money talks.
Oh, of course.
And for whatever reasons, no one has stood up to the other levels of government to say, stop.
Yeah.
We need to have balance.
Yeah. I'm still trying to figure out the role of the Ontario Municipal Board and all this. Like, what exactly, because I keep hearing things that, we can't say no to these people because they'll sue us or, crap like this.
Well, that's becoming more and more evident in all things.
Yeah.
Insurance and being sued and being unable to do this and unable to do that.
Yeah.
And the other thing that has risen in the last 20 years is the advent of hiring people to advise you so that you can point the finger at them after the job is done rather than take the responsibility yourself.
Yeah.
There was a government report that I had when I was campaigning, federal government report that said that communities should be directing themselves, should have the money and the power, the autonomy to do that, because Canada is so diverse, each community is different, there can be no legislation enacted at any level other than the municipal level that would make sense for each and every community. Nobody paid any attention to that report. So we just keep spending money, and we seem to ignore the things that make sense and then go with the things that maybe politically make sense but don't make sense to the people on the street.
Yeah.
So where do you go? How do you analyze it? Who really knows? Who really knows? I'm just glad I'm not part of it.
Yeah. Yeah, I've actually had people say, "Well, why don't you run for town council or something?" I'm like, "No." I'd slip my wrists after a month.
I didn't make it. It would have killed me.
Yeah, no, I probably would have.
I couldn't stand what's going on.
Yeah,
it just drives me crazy. The other thing, of course, I'm in the art business, so it's a passion for me. Not a very good business, but a passion. And I'm interested in the arts. I want to see them flourish. After all, it's just the thing we look back to in order to identify who we are, where we've come from. And yet there is absolutely no support in this town for that.
No, of course not.
And I mean nobody. The town council, the government here, the government at the regional level, ignore the arts in this town. They do very well, by the way, on their own. But, we can build hockey rinks till we look like them.
Yes.
And support, we have a wonderful new sports center down here with a sign you can only read from one direction.
And possibly from space.
Yeah. Yeah. But, you know.
Yeah. And how long's the art center been in?
They want to put an art
place?
center at the corner of Thompson and Main.
Well, that's the new downtown, didn't you
In the center
know?
of fine fast food and a lovely view of box stores.
Yeah.
I think it's a grand idea.
Oh yeah.
You know.
Yeah. Actually, I remember there was somebody wrote a letter to the editor or something suggesting that they put the art that they please gods get Sargent Farms to move to somewhere other than right beside the creek and put something there.
That's an old problem.
Yeah, that's.
It would be a wonderful place for an art center, and I
Yeah.
understand the Sargents. I mean, after all, they've been there for
Yeah.
ever. And
They have,
of
but-
course, it's very costly to move, but the town could and should have,
Subsidize
in my
that.
opinion, years ago,
Yeah.
subsidized them to move north
Yeah.
of the highway.
Yeah.
where
Or
they
even
could
just up
be-
to Steels or something.
They could be in an environment that wouldn't affect the downtown core.
Did you hear they're expanding?
What?
Town gave them the okay to expand.
Again,
You're kidding.
I
I'm not
can't.
kidding.
I can't believe that.
I remember when we had the store. Adam used to see guys with
Well,
wheelbarrows.
it's a rumor that
Taking-
the Dickens might be closing, and that's what they're going to be taking over. But that's just what I've heard.
Wow.
And apparently it was a go.
Well, it's not
because-
exactly conducive to their patio when they're
Yeah,
emptying the dumpsters, eh? Oh man, I went down there. I guess it was a couple of months ago, and I swear I turned the corner and I nearly threw up.
Yeah.
I think they were.
There is I mean, the Environment Canada has rules about that.
Yeah, like
But
having
it
an abattoir in the middle of town. Yeah.
Well, of course, they're grandfathered on that
Well,
particular issue, but they are not grandfathered on the smell that's exuded from there.
Mm-hmm.
They have to keep that within a certain limit. And
Yeah.
There are lots of times when it's way beyond.
Oh yeah.
So, I mean, you know, we should have been doing something about this 50 years ago,
Mm-hmm.
and we're still allowing it to go on. It
Yep.
doesn't make any sense.
No.
Now, nobody wants to put anybody out of business,
No.
so I think it
But really,
behooves
just
the
move
town
them.
to bite the bullet and accept the fact that they've made mistakes before and spend the money now before they have to spend more and more money later.
Yeah.
It's always the same thing.
Yeah.